There's sun in my eyes. Doesn't this get longer? Hello? Oh, there we go. How are you guys doing? We do a little Sunday afternoon live stream. I am Des's Walmart. Customers eat fried chicken in the bathroom. Oh, they must go get the fried chicken, and then they sneak it in the bathroom and they sit in the toilet and they're like, eat it up so they don't have to pay for it. Oh, yeah. I was just in I was just using the town of Waynesville bathroom, and there was a big thing of chicken bones in the garbage can. $130 people. We got people crowding in tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Got my selfie stick all in place. Well, thank you, John Chalker. I appreciate it. And happy dog painting, says Jacob. An old man came in next to me, went and sat his feet on top of the urinal while he peed. I'm like, what? Like he stood up on the edge of the urinal and peed down? That's something. I think I'm finally getting my mojo back after Mardi Gras killed me. Where am I at? I'm home walking. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not home. I'm in New Orleans or something. Not too hungover from Mardi Gras. I didn't have a single drop of alcohol. Hello, Maury. Everyone's been asking where you've been. That are loser trolls? Just tell me who they are and I'll get rid of them. Oh, Heather, Nancy went for a car ride. How's she feeling? Is she healing up pretty good? Oh, those aren't mountains. Those are they're just piles of beads that are left over from Mardi Gras. Did I try the vegan burger? Which vegan burger? I tried a vegan burger in California. It was pretty decent. Yeah, sometimes I don't block the trolls just because I don't care. Yeah, I'll definitely visit Tom Devlin's dinosaur attraction when next time I'm in. You said, whoa! Happy dog painting. He put his teeth on the urinal? Why? Why would someone put their teeth on a urinal? All right, we'll get rid of some of these people. Who here has eaten chicken in a bathroom? And be honest. Hello, Small Blocks Adventure. I see that. Yeah, someone left a pretty sweet looking couch. Although it looks like this couch, look at this. Looks like someone was looking for something in the couch, like they were looking for money or something in the couch cushion, or drugs or something. Ola says, I've eaten fried chicken in a car, I've eaten fried chicken in a bar, but never have eaten fried chicken in a bathroom. Some people slash couches so others don't take it. Why? Why would you care? If you were just throwing it out, why would you care if someone else took it? That's weird. I don't like that. Unless there was like some reason they were trying to save people from taking it. Like maybe if it was like infested with bed bugs, they don't want someone to take it and get infested, so they slashed it so no one would take it. Okay, yeah. WTF Laramie says slashing if it has bed bugs. Okay, that's actually a good idea to stop people from taking it, because people might see a good looking couch, put it in the living room, and then just get all ate up with bed bugs. Let's check our mail. When's the meet and greet in Pigeon Forge? I don't think there is a meet and greet scheduled unless I forgot about it. Evan Layton, thank you. I will not eat the fried chicken in the bathroom. There's something in here. Let me see. Let me check this first. Junk mail. What's Pixley? It's Pixley? There's nothing I can really do, I'm sorry. Here, I can try to clean it. On my end, I can't tell anything was wrong. I usually don't have problems when I go in the post office. That is weird. Let's go see how Quilt Cat's doing. Looks good now. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's just a great, beautiful day here in New Orleans. When am I finally gonna get my belt back from Zimmerman? You know, we're trying to take this one step at a time. This Friday, you know, Tyler, the Rebel Son, Tyler Garrison, he will be taking out Jimmy Lee, Zimmerman's henchman. You can't just go out there guns a-blazing. You gotta have a plan, and that's my job as a manager. Tyler Garrison's your neighbor? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Maury? People screaming down there. Should I go see what's going on or run away? Denise Ellis loved the Bloody Mary Museum. Ah, that was good, wasn't it? I literally was leaving New Orleans, even though I'm still there. I was leaving New Orleans and I saw the Bloody Mary Museum just like out of the corner of my eye. I almost missed it. So I actually did a U-turn and parked and went in, and it was definitely worth the stop. You ever been there? Nola Deej, you ever been to the Bloody Mary's Haunted Museum? It used to be the Voodoo Spiritual Center, where Priestess Miriam had her voodoo stuff. New Orleans is completely below sea level. Probably not completely, because then literally the sea would just ooze into the city constantly. Yeah, it's pretty close to, it's like a walking distance of St. Louis #1. Did you know about, Nola Deej, did you know about Zach and Addie, that story? Because I'd never heard of it until I'd been there. And then I found out it was actually pretty notorious. Did I think I'd see corpses in the cemetery? I didn't know, really. I didn't know 100% what I would see. You know, I was trying to be respectful. Try not to make it like a spook show. No, I'm not gonna do the Mount. I don't even think they have Mount St. Heleno challenge at Rockies. I think we ruined that. No. You're a good representation of New Orleans. See, Nola Deej was actually able to tell me a lot of the tradition with Mardi Gras. Maury, why are you going? People have been telling you you've been hanging out in other live streams and avoiding mine. It's one interesting thing from my videos was I had the tour guide in St. Louis, and Kathy, and she was some people complained saying, why would you take a tour by an out-of-towner? They said like she sounded like she was from New York or New Jersey, but she said when she was given I didn't show her saying this, but she told us that she was born and raised in New Orleans. And then I had some other people comment back saying, you know, who's ever saying this lady is not from New Orleans is full of BS, because you know, there's different dialects all through New Orleans, and they're saying that she has the Yat accent, which says that it actually can sound like actually sounds like a New Jersey or New York accent, but it is authentic New Orleans accent, because New Orleans, Louisiana has one of the most complex ancestries, makeup of any state. Really, really fascinating, like how it all came together. It's such a unique culture because it takes all these different pieces of other random cultures and has really made it into their own. Nola Deej, why don't you have an accent? Oh, we're just doing a live stream here. I've been in the one in New Orleans. The accent skips a generation. Okay, good. I saw the artist that created the piece of artwork that people were saying was Momo, that he actually documented himself destroying the sculpture to show people that there was no Momo. I think it's hard for people to gauge their own accent, but I think I have a pretty strong Midwestern accent. I don't have a Minnesota accent that some people claim I do. Anyone who claims to have a Minnesota accent doesn't know what a Minnesota accent sounds like. Dark Harlequins has found a maze cross today in Eastridge, Tennessee off 41. Thought you might be interested. Send me an email where that is. I want to see if that's one I've already seen. Ah, there we go. Noah G says his mom was an English teacher. So she forced you to speak the King's English. Or is it the Queen's English? All right, let's wait to cross the street. Yeah, I definitely don't have a Minnesota accent. I grew up northern Indiana. My dad's family's all from Wisconsin. I think I do have somewhat of a Wisconsin accent, but and I guess that's for other people to heavy Midwestern accent flushes that to you. Why does Zach Baggins not allow filming at his haunted museum? Different theories. I don't know exactly why. When I asked them if I could film, they said no. Only Zach Baggins can film in Zach Baggins Haunted Museum. So who knows? Maybe I'll go in, not film, and just do a review. I've done that with a few places. People seem to be okay with that. I mean, honestly, I don't really know much about Zach Baggins or who he is. Band called The Tomb of Nick Cage. It's become its own tourist attraction. I mean, isn't Zach Baggins like he's like got muscles, and he's like when he's hunting ghosts, he's like really aggressive and shouty. Exploring says, why do I keep getting asked about Orlando meetup? Okay, I don't know what Christy's been up to. I really don't. I think she's been inviting people to Florida. We're kind of putting together a family trip to Florida this October, and she, I don't know. She's her own person. Ek the Troll King. Where am I walking? Nowhere in particular, right? Christy's like, let's have a meetup at Disney World. And then I'm like, you can't do that. You're not supposed to have organized meetups at Disney World. And she's like, I don't care. I'll do it anyways. she doesn't like what I'm saying, she just stops listening. Downtown Deland. D-Land. See what they're serving at the dog bakery. And got some little like springtime cupcakes for dogs. Those look like delicious treats for dogs. So let's come in and meet a wonderful dog for adoption, Merlin, fostered from Haywood County Animal Shelter. Pretty good being fostered in a dog bakery, isn't it? Oh, this store here. Let me see. Yeah, they moved my dream taxidermy piece to the front window there. You can kind of see it, that canoe. Hey, Gail. Hope you're feeling better. They got there. It's like a fox, a beaver, a badger. Momo says, last 15 vlogs are super awesome and watch and share. They're so neat. Well, thank you. Interesting you put a specific number on it. Here we can visit some of our Legend of Nance Dude. I've not heard that. Some of our store shop friends here. The troll here. They also sell worms you can eat. I asked if they'd let me film at Halloween Horror Nights, and they said no. No, you cannot, sir. Hey, puppy.
How was everything? Good. You're good. Let me get you some more water.
Free Play Florida? What's that? Ever had dinner at the Black Bear Diner? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd love to have Adam closer, but he just needs to make the best decision for himself. Kelly, Dan's dude, killed her granddaughter by shutting her in a cave. When did this happen? Jacob Johns. How are you doing, buddy? Jacob Johns, of course, the Midwest monster. Does anyone know where the cave is? What, am I going to take a vacation for yourself? No filming? I don't know. Ever since I quit my real job, I don't think a day has gone by where I've taken the day just off. Explore Ryan. Nola Deej brought up Free Play Florida. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. This building here must be like cursed. This has been a billion things. Like, these businesses get established for the most part. This building cannot get established no matter what they make it. It's really kind of odd. What is Free Play Florida? Oh, look at this. There she is. Shh, guys, be quiet. She's sleeping. How are you doing, Layla? Yeah, Quilt Kitty's laying in the sun here. Oh, let's see this. Winter of 1913, 65-year-old woman Nance Dude was found guilty of causing the death of her 2-year-old granddaughter, burying her in a cave. Gosh, I wonder where the cave is. Now I gotta find that cave. Layla, wake up. You like just quilt, Heather? Come on, Quilt Cat. Let's see. Ex-Plumber 1. You see the email about opening of Blake Shelton's Old Red Gatlinburg? I don't really get what it is. People seem to be making a big deal about it, but like, what's the big deal? What makes it special? The Cursed Woods in Kingston. I've not heard of that either. Kelly says when she got out of jail, she moved to Whittier. Wait a minute, she got out of jail? Kill a 2-year-old. Who cares if we go to jail? Hey. Who was that? All right. Just gonna look here at this antique shop. And look back there. Chaos reigns. I wonder how much they want for that fox. I think Gail's the only one that gets the chaos reigns. What time is it here? I actually don't know. It's like 5:30, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yep, Gail. I've never watched any of the movies that everyone's watched, and then I reference movies that no one has ever watched. I don't particularly like love that movie. I just think the fox scene is hilarious. Oh yeah, they got wrestling tonight. Maybe. I just finished that ultra depressing Michael Jackson documentary. First time I sat down and watched something in a long time was that Leaving Neverland. You know, don't they have benches here on Main Street? We'll walk this way. Did you watch it too, Gail? Leaving Neverland? Or are you talking about Antichrist? Carolina Tony, yes, I did know that. Fanta is made by Nazis. One of the only good things Nazis ever did. Cried watching Christopher Robin. I've never watched Christopher Robin. Disney makes so many. Yeah, Gail, I know I know you are a fan of his, so I can only imagine that being a rough watch. Yeah, there's a lot of modern companies that worked with the Nazis. Hugo Boss, Volkswagen. You know, certainly everyone's entitled to their opinions, beliefs, how they feel. But my opinion, I worked with sexually abused children for 10 years. And for the life of me, I can't believe that those two guys are lying. Everything is so accurate. Like, everything is so, like, it's just so... It included parts of child sexual abuse that 90% of people don't even realize. So that's my take on it. If you have a different take, that's okay. Do I know Jordan the Lion? Yeah, I met Jordan. Also, they don't know why they made the documentary. I feel like that these guys have a right to have their story heard, I think. I mean, especially if they're telling the truth. Gail asked, can Wade Robinson be tried for perjury? I think he can. Like, honestly, I think he can. You can't lie under oath. I don't know how it works in England, but yeah, you can go to jail for that. You're not allowed to lie about anything under oath. Now, is someone going to actually press charges against him? Probably not. Ryan, do you say that often? There are statutes of limitations on perjury. Okay, that might be true. I don't mean to bring everyone down. We're talking about something super depressing, but just, you know, that's what I worked with for 10 years. So it really was profound to me, because I feel like that there's never been... Oh yeah, Gail, they've been threatened. They've been threatened. I know Wade, like, people were threatening to kill him on the internet. So I thought, my personal opinion was that Leaving Neverland documentary, I feel like, even if you take the idea of Michael Jackson and his fame, I feel like that documentary explores what goes through the head of a sexual abuse victim. That movie kind of explores their state of mind, what they're thinking, better than any documentary or movie I've ever seen before. Ryan, not thinking about that. No one ever eats at this restaurant anyways. Oh, Anand Saeed, that's one's got me stumped. I listened to Serial when it first came out. I don't know if Anand Saeed is guilty or not. I feel like he probably deserves. Wow. I feel like Anan Saeed probably deserves a new trial. But I don't necessarily think he's innocent. Polygraph tests are very, very controversial. There's no consensus on how well they work. There's a point in my life where I really believed them, but I've heard other stories and I'm just not sure. Yeah, please, before you pass any judgment on the guys in Leaving Neverland, please watch it. Just watch it. That's all I'm asking. Or don't. But it is super disturbing. Why did they wait for him to die? I think they probably didn't feel safe talking about it till he was dead. Polygraph cannot be used in court. No, absolutely not. You cannot even mention a polygraph test in court. Yeah, Gail, that was like another angle to it that was like even more shocking. And I can understand people having different opinions, but if you're gonna trash these guys, watch the documentary first. Yeah, it's on HBO. I actually, because Game of Thrones is coming back, so I actually plunked down. It's $15. You can get HBO for $15 a month. Just download the HBO Now app, which is pretty good because there's actually a bunch of good movies on there too. If I had actually had time to watch movies, it'd be a heck of a deal. But yeah, polygraph test, there's like a whole can of worms. Yeah, it's the last season of Game of Thrones. I think it's April 14th that it's starting back. I'm pretty excited. I'm actually, I'm like already thinking about like how painful it will be waiting from week to week. What do I think of R. Kelly? I've not really followed it. I don't really know. I try not to give too much opinion about stuff that I just haven't followed very close. Well, William, I mean, the kids, Michael Jackson's kids may not know the truth. They may, they may not have been sexually abused. It's possible. I mean, it's possible they were, possible they weren't. I have, like, a lot of people talk about that. Is it possible to separate the artist from the work? And I feel like that I can to a certain level. Like, for instance, Chevy Chase is like one of the most disliked human beings in a Hollywood. People hate Chevy Chase. People hate him. But I enjoy his movies. And to me, being a jerk, being unlikable, being a bit of a sexist, I mean, those are things that I can look past. one issue I have, like, you know, people make racist comments and stuff like that. I can accept people having bad qualities. I think you can be racist, and I hate racism, but I don't hate someone automatically because they're a racist. If that makes sense. It's good now. What'd you guys miss? What? If there's anything I don't know what you guys heard and what you guys didn't, because it's been solid the entire time for me. I feel that there's a breaking point. There's a breaking point of things a human being can do in their lives that, and killing people, raping or molesting people. Thank you, Brian Michaliski. Killing people, raping or molesting people, or beating women, you know, that's not. Just look at it. Chris Brown is not, I mean, it wasn't a one-time accident. He is a violent person. He's a scary person. He's a dangerous person. But, you know, I have flaws. I have things that I'm not perfect at. I have people making videos about my flaws, telling me that people shouldn't watch me because, you know, I have these particular flaws. You know, no one's perfect. If you wanna make anyone look bad, you can find something bad about anyone. Zarden Rich, I agree completely. Yeah, animal abuse to, yeah, like, what's the guy that fought pit bulls? Gail, you've eaten for the first time in a few days. That's good. Hope it stays down. Do I still need another drone? I don't have a drone. Sobeys customer service is hidden. Yeah. What did they say? Because they've been being kind of weird. I'm not sure exactly. Supercell Chaser, what are your thoughts on Camo Dave? I'm not sure who that is. Michael Vick, yeah, Michael Vick. And he, like, what did he do? He, like, got PETA's, they said something really boring. Are we blocking people for being boring now? Nope, not today. He says I have one you can have. What kind of drone do you have? O.J. Simpson he killed his ex-wife, and he killed a completely innocent man. What's the story behind the chicken in the bathroom? Not much story. It's just, it's chicken in the bathroom. With Colin K. Did someone compare Colin Kaepernick? Duo Fine wasn't convicted? Who wasn't convicted? OJ? Yeah, he was found civilly responsible, so I don't know. Then he basically basically wrote a book confessing that he did it. I mean, do people think OJ's innocent? It's okay if you do. I just didn't know people thought that. Mavic Air? I mean, I'd hate to take your drone. Kardashian tie-in with the OJ Simpson. It is. Some people have drones they don't use. What are your thoughts on Casey? Casey who? Casey Anthony?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? I don't know who that was. Casey Anthony did something horrible. The reason the prosecution lost was because they overcharged her. They charged her with things they couldn't prove. I mean, things that are almost certainly true, but stuff they couldn't prove without a reasonable doubt. I mean, they were talking about death penalty with Casey Anthony, and they pretty much lost the whole case. And if they would have charged her with manslaughter or something like that, oh, they would have gotten her in a second. It's that the prosecution basically just made up a story of what they thought happened that was probably pretty accurate, but nothing that you can nothing you can prove. I don't know who Chris Watts is. Yeah, I think with Casey Anthony, I think the prosecution was just so pressured. Well, no, not today. I would appreciate that, definitely. I mean, I would hate for you to give up a drone. I know those, it's not, Mavic Air's not cheap. Oh, Chris. Hold on. Was he that? Oh, yeah. I do know who he is. Wait a minute. Was he a basketball player? Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh man, there was a serial killer from our county, but I can't remember his name. I don't know who Chris Watts was. Oh, this is taking a dark turn. He wasn't famous. Okay, he was just a killer. Timers of lighter. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. Somehow I managed to get sunburn on my nose. What started my fascination with serial killers? I don't think anything started it. I don't know anything about the R. Kelly situation. Someone's talking about my next wrestling match. Well, this Friday, the 15th, in Cornelia, Georgia, I'm gonna have Tyler Garrison taking on Jimmy Lee in a grudge match, and then on May 11th, I will be having my first one-on-one wrestling match. Prior to that, April 13th, I will be in Madison, Indiana for contract signing. This bench really smells like dogs. Like, not dog pee, not dog poop, just dog. You know what I mean? Like, dogs like have like a smell to them. Like, a dirty dog smells very distinct. You can buy tickets May 11th from the door, or you can pre-order them for a couple $1 discount. Jeez, am I sub to PewDiePie? No, I never will be. Hanover, Indiana, yes. There is a big difference between Phantom and Mavic drones. There's strengths and weaknesses to each. Oh, thank you, Leah Diaz. I really appreciate it. The Mavic can go further. It is compact. It's easier to travel with. Kendall Gearn, see you in May. Thank you for. I look forward to seeing you. The Phantom, and the worst thing, of course, about the Mavic is that it can't fight the wind. It gets stuck in the wind, blown away by the wind. That's where the Phantom comes in. The Phantom is Phantom's a tank, an absolute tank. It cannot be blown out of the air. I mean, it probably could, but I flew the Mavic. I've flown it a mile out into the ocean. The Phantom. I flew out like a mile out into the open ocean, and it didn't have any problems. But Mavic, not good with wind. Look, there's the Popo. The Queen Mary, that's something I get asked about a lot. Christy, have you seen your tennis shoes? No. Ah, Jacob Hood, haha. I can't live stream video game playing. I've tried it before and it wouldn't work. I would probably recommend the Mavic, but it depends on what you want to use it for. But yes, I did lose my drone in the wind, so maybe a Phantom would be a good idea. My Phantom actually still flies, but the camera's broken, and nope, not today. You have your own YouTube channel. So why do you have an extra drone? Did you get a new one or something? Are we buffering really? When I tried live streaming games, all I got was just people shouting about how it wasn't coming through. It just got too frustrating to deal with. Are most cities pretty strict with drone flying? The drone situation is still complete chaos. Thank you again, Leah. I appreciate the super chat. Have a nice day. Well, what I was doing was I was playing WWE 2K18, and I would make like folk heroes and cryptids into wrestlers. You're the member Pro 1 and 2. Well, I mean, if you're not using it, I'll be happy to take it off your hands. You're not supposed to fly it, Larry. You're not supposed to fly it in the actual park. Yeah, Robert Wadlow. Of course, they only let you make him 7'4", not 8'11". Well, thank you. No, not today. I really appreciate it. Phantom 5 might be worth the wait. How much is that going to cost, though? Drones are not cheap. Drones are scary because they're expensive. Even Michael from NTL Vlogs said that I'm crazy with my drone flying, which, if you've ever seen his drone flying, that's hilarious. The man who dive bombed Dolly Parton with a drone. Spearhand, is this clickbait bagger? No, it's Carpetbagger. No, Christy, I haven't seen your tennis shoes. Favorite cryptid? Probably Mothman? Look at that tree. I'm a fan of Carl Akeley. Oh, Gail, that's not good. What I do in those cases is I'll put my finger back and I'll actually squeeze my tonsils. But that doctor would probably tell you not to do that, so don't listen to me. Robert Ripley or Carl Akeley? It's apples and oranges. gorillas or baboons. Yeah, that's something you find about the ape kingdom is a terrifying place. Nope, not today. Do you want to send me an email? JacobTheCarpetbagger@gmail.com. When I was in Ocean City, they go to Marty's Playland. I don't remember Marty's Playland. Well, Dolly was like in a Pope mobile, so she was safe, but they didn't like him flying the drone close to Dolly. Yeah, I heard about the lady that died via panther selfie. This bench really smells like dogs. By the way, I put out the video, the Gypsy Queen grave, and it got demonetized, which is not unusual. So I requested a manual review, and what that means is that someone from YouTube will actually watch your video and decide whether or not it meets any guidelines. So they reviewed it and they said that it was still that they weren't going to monetize it, and I couldn't figure it out. But I posted this on Facebook, like asking people what did I say wrong? I mean, what in this video is not friendly? And they said that it's probably using the term gypsy, but apparently you're not supposed to say that, which I didn't know. I could change the title, Kelly, but I think I say that word a whole bunch in the video itself. I mean, in all fairness, it said it on the actual gravestone. I wasn't trying to be offensive. Apparently you don't use that word. I didn't know. You're supposed to say Roma. No, Kelly, I think because when they actually manually review it, they'll hear you saying it. So there's probably no way I can even edit it where I'm not using that word. I mean, well, Gail, what I heard was that like the N-word, it's okay for them to call each other that, but I mean, I certainly won't be using it anymore, even though I've already said it in this lecture. I certainly won't be using it in that context. Oh, I did show a picture of her in her at her funeral. So maybe, yeah, I didn't think of that. I didn't think about that as being offensive. It was like a really old photo, and it wasn't graphic. I've seen Captain Marvel. I don't watch superhero movies, really. You know, weekly outdated words we're not supposed to say anymore. Had a discussion with a friend of mine on whether or not the term carny is offensive, as in a carnival worker. Who here feels it is offensive and who here feels it is not? Captain Marvel actresses against white males. I feel that probably needs more explanation. I've been to Storyland or Santa's Village, New Hampshire. No, is there a Storyland in New Hampshire? I didn't know about that. Oh yeah, the video with the apartment where the woman was boiled, that didn't get demonetized. Well, DVD review, dude, I've not read what she said, so I don't know. I have been to Kansas. I met Crazy Legs in Kansas. Ever seen Bonnie and Clyde's car? I have. Crazy Legs, he owns this gas station on Route 66, and he was one of the inspirations for Mater. I've only read one Stephen King book, and a lot of the movies aren't great. I do feel sometimes we need to step back and, you know, when people use a word, examine what their meaning behind the word is. Oh, Gail, yeah, you don't say carnival. They're called fun fairs? Is that correct? Second chair, yes, and the carnies stole the Simpsons house. It was pretty funny. I don't know why I knew that. Don't call them fun fairies? Well, that would be awesome if you did. Yeah, I tried to with the cemetery video, the destroyed cemetery. I tried to avoid pointing any fingers because I don't really know the situation. I don't know who's responsible for cleaning that up, so I didn't want to point fingers without knowing. Yeah, that does sound a little offensive, Gail.
It is so weird. That is.
Poor kitty. Did you wake up from your nap? Wake up from your nap, Layla? Layla, come on.
Lila's awake. Yeah, she's awake.
Don't go back to. Oh, she went back to sleep.
Hey, pretty girl. Hi, Layla. She's tired.
What's a pikey? Is that, what does that mean? Is that? Yeah, Gail, that's what I thought too. There's a show called My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding. Like, you wouldn't have like a show with the N-word in the title, right? This murder chimp. What?
Woo!
Hey.
What's up?
I mean, definitely of the belief that, you know, you call people what they want to be called. That's just respectful. Am I a traveling person? Yeah, so I am a gypsy, so I can use that word, right? Or maybe what I said just then was incredibly racist. I don't know. Yeah, Chandra, that's... I imagine that show not going over very well. Oh. Carnies really do sleep in the rides. That's actually true. I will travel overseas someday. I just need to complete America. Achievement unlocked. You've completed America. Joe Dirt. I love Joe Dirt. He was working in the carnival and he had the friggin' can of Pam tucked in his pants. He wasn't even trying to hide it. St. Patty's in Chicago. That might be fun sometime. When am I coming to the UK? I will. Maybe next year. Sorry. Oh, my selfie stick is malfunctioning. Kelly says this is where they cut the trees. Yeah, there used to be like huge trees in front of the courthouse. William says, as a pagan, I do not celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if a majority of people are celebrating the actual saint as much as they're celebrating an excuse to get drunk. I mean, Mardi Gras is a freaking religious holiday. As crazy as that is. Sky is pretty. Uh-oh, there's some chemtrails. Where did I park my car? Chemtrails. One thing I'm interested in, I don't know why I'm thinking back to this, the Michael Jackson thing. I'm wondering if they're going to remove the Michael Jackson wax figures. I think the iPhone supposedly remembers where I parked. I just don't feel like checking. Yeah, they removed this Michael Jackson episode of The Simpsons, which I don't know why they have to do that. I mean, it was a different time. It's a time capsule. Melt them down and bury the wax. Oh, I can see them dropping the music. Ninny and Sky, I don't know where that rant came from. They did remove the Michael Jackson statue in UK. Wait a minute. There was a statue to Michael Jackson in the UK? Music has been banned. Wow. Who's that other horrible guy? The English guy that molested all those kids and everyone knew about it and they all protected him? Jimmy Savile. Yeah, Kelly should probably maybe find some new hula hooping music. Yeah, I parked around the post office. Some sort of food smells good around here, which is unusual. Funkaders just can't listen to PYT. Yeah, pretty young thing. It is confusing to put a statue of Michael Jackson outside of a soccer stadium. Yeah, Denise, I agree. I don't think the world itself has gone to rot. I think it was always rotten. I think people have always been awful. No, they don't have, the Thai restaurant's not here anymore, Kelly. That's where the Thai restaurant used to be. It's called Firefly now, and it's not Thai. Yeah, Lisa Piper, I'm trying to get out and move once a day at least. It's messing up. Are we coming in? Are we loud and clear? Wait a minute, what did Uri Geller do that was evil? Are we talking about Michael Jackson again? My back. You guys can hear me and see me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have any control over it. There's nothing I can really do to affect it. Try refreshing your browsers. Oh no, copyright Spice Girls music. Jeez. Yeah, the 90s just drove by real quick. That's interesting, Gail. Kelly says it was like the 70s and you moved there in the 90s. That's one reason I like Gatlinburg. I feel like Gatlinburg is like, reminds me of the 80s. Oh, who's the guy? The Great Randy. He's a magician that debunks psychics. And him and like Uri Geller had like this lifelong feud. James Randi, that's right. And I watched the documentary on James Randi and it was really fascinating. He like didn't come out of the closet as gay until he was like in his 80s. How's Quilt-Cat? Oh, John, Quilt-Cat Layla was doing good. She was sleeping in the window back there. Or he was trained by the CIA. I mean, I guess Uri was talented in the fact that he could fool people with such simple tricks. Any news on Ghost Town? No. I'll let you guys know if anything ever happens to Ghost Town. At this point, I think it's dead in the water. No, Michael Jackson was abused horribly by his father. Joe Jackson is a complete monster, an absolute monster. But as an adult, you have decisions you can make. You know the difference between right and wrong. And that's not an excuse to ruin lives and do damage to people like that. Well, happy birthday, Casey. Chad Burns looking forward to the roller coaster made of puppy bones. I know the roller coaster made of puppy bones was a weird thing to say. I was at Rock City and this little kid comes up to me. He's like, I've seen your videos. You're the one that said they were gonna make a roller coaster out of puppy bones. Would I say I'm a hipster? I don't think so. I don't self-identify as a hipster in any way. John, you said what? You're talking about the puppy. The Ghost Town video, they wouldn't let me film, so I made a joke that they announced that they were turning it into a satanic themed theme park with the world's first roller coaster made out of puppy bones. Prince Bubbles. I was really confused. Okay, I'm not blocking you. I'm not blocking you. I was confused the other night. John said that he was familiar with you. Are you of any association with Princess Bubbles? Lynn's Morningstar says, I am not a hipster. Well, let's do a poll here. Who thinks I'm a hipster? Who thinks I'm not? Elvis married a 14-year-old? Yes. I would say, in defense of Elvis, my grandmother got married when she was 14. I think at that time, that was considered to be somewhat normal. There's a lot of difference between marrying a 14-year-old and molesting a 7-year-old. Am I a millennial? I think I'm too old to be a millennial. Never fall into the feud review trap. What's that? Do I like Arcade Fire? Yes. Oh, I am a millennial? Great. I mean, Elvis didn't commit a crime. I mean, it was legal. So, that's a big difference. I'm Gen X. I don't know what I am. I'm like in between, I guess. Millennial, Gen X. Yes, I'm a Neanderthal. That's what I am. Modern day Neanderthal. Yes, Neanderthal pride. Down with the sapiens. Everyone with blue eyes is a Neanderthal? Do you hear about John Wayne? He's racist. Yeah, I don't know why that's like suddenly became a surprise. Like, I heard about that article like 10 years ago. It wasn't hidden. People have known that. Mass Mayhem, I remember you. Where did Prince Bubbles go? I wanted to talk with him. Might change the name of the airport in Victor John Wayne. Probably. Thank you, Melissa. As always, thank you for your generosity. Was Prince more popular than MJ? I would say Michael Jordan was more popular than Prince. Have I gotten a DUI in a unicycle? No, I've never gotten a DUI on anything. I've never been one to like want to like give myself a label or associate with a certain group. I don't know. I didn't join the Boy Scouts. I was gonna join the Boy Scouts when I was a kid, and then I decided I didn't like it. I didn't like to be like, I didn't like that everyone dressed the same. I didn't like that we had to repeat things. So I made the decision, and I'm certainly not bashing the Boy Scouts, but it just wasn't for me. I don't like labels. Am I just talking to myself? Am I lagging here? Hey, Eddie Cunard. Have I ever been arrested? No. Never. I have some speeding tickets, some parking tickets. Okay. So the thing with Prince Bubbles is that they came into Christie's live stream last night, and then Princess Bubbles, who has a wrench, because everyone in Christie's live stream has a freaking wrench, they blocked Prince Bubbles immediately. But then John came in and said that Prince Bubbles commented on his videos and that he wasn't a troll. And I was wondering, is it just maybe just be a coincidence? I was trying to just sort everything out. I think Princess Bubbles thought that it was a parody of them or a ripoff of them, but I don't know, because John said something about being familiar with the person. What does the wrench mean? The wrench means that you're a moderator. I mean, yeah, Princess Bubbles. I've seen fake Princess Bubbles. I've seen different fake Princess Bubbles before. But what I'm wondering is if the Prince Bubbles that came in here earlier and that came into the chat last night, I'm wondering if that was a coincidence, if it's not a nefarious person. Someone said they want to live in this town? How come? Why does YouTube allow folks to use the same screen name as others? I don't know. Do I have activity watch? I do not. And he says you haven't been getting notifications. Has anyone else not been getting notifications? Kind of last about starting a podcast. I've thought about doing that for Patreon. And Geekmon, I'm thinking about going to Tampa for WrestleMania. Yeah, YouTube's drunk or something. He needs to go home. No, at least I'm not the only one that's not getting notifications sent out. Too busy demonetizing. That's frustrating because there's literally nothing I can do. That's a frustration of working with YouTube, that you can't control anything. They got the ball in their court all the time. Oh, they're taking down conspiracy videos? I don't know. I think conspiracy videos are fun. I don't necessarily believe what they're saying, as long as they're not hurtful. I mean, the stuff about Sandy Hook is really enraging. Yeah, I think conspiracy theories, I mean, they can be fun to talk about. But, you know, I understand they can be dangerous. Like the Pizzagate, where a guy actually went and shot up a building because he was convinced it was a conspiracy theory. Rolling Veronica says, I don't seem right tonight. What's wrong? Are the tennis shoes in the car? No, Chrissy doesn't drive this car. Does that mean my live stream's coming to an end? We'll put that to a vote. Should I end the stream now? Or should I carry on? Also, says you coming to the Old Red grand opening in Gatlinburg this week? What's the big deal with Old Red? Kevin, go sit in timeout until you know how to act in front of the class. Oh, I don't want to drive with the live stream on. Ooh, I banned him? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ban him. Is there a way to unban him? Just add bourbon. Thank you for the super chat. Itching head with a selfie stick. One more way to embarrass my adult kids. Nope, not today. Well, thank you for emailing me. I will check it as soon as I get off the live stream here. Wrestling is more real than any reality show. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. Have I heard of the Donkey Lady? If you go back, Google Carpetbagger Donkey Lady. I was murdered by the Donkey Lady. Oh, thank you again, Melissa. You're so generous. Kendall, yes, you can email me to buy pre-sale tickets. I can take payments on PayPal for them. Supercell Chaser. You want to see me wrestle? Well, come. May 11th. How am I doing on my diet? I don't consider it a diet. I've switched to water. I don't drink any soda anymore. Yeah, lifestyle change, Kelly. I appreciate that. I drank 1 Coke because it was offered to me in a way where I felt like it would be rude to turn it down. So I drank a small bottle of Coke. But since I found out I had diabetes, that's the only time that I've drank something besides water. I may have gotten a Diet Coke at a fast food restaurant, but other than that, I think I've had 2 diet sodas and 1 regular soda. Other than that, just water. I've been carrying my water bottle around with me everywhere and keep it full of water. Of course, I've been drinking water like on the road. What are you laughing at, John? Do you remember my Fancy Lads impression? No, I don't. When you're on the road and you're drinking a ton of water, guzzling water, you have to stop and pee all the time. Do I drink coffee or tea? I've never drink coffee or tea, so that's not. Yeah, diet soda's not good. I don't even really miss soda that much. I'm just happy. I'm happy to drink water. I'm on metformin for diabetes. I've gotten out and walked every day. I've not had any desserts or sweets since I found out. I've not had any sweets or desserts since I found out I had diabetes. And I've been eating low carb. Not no carb, but low carb. We went to a restaurant, like a breakfast style restaurant today for lunch. And I had an omelet, a Greek omelet, and a side of country ham. Because I didn't want toast. So I got no toast and country ham. No, I don't drink tea. I hate the taste of tea. So I'm trying, folks. I don't know that I've lost any weight, but it's not about weight loss, right? It's about health. Gail, when you come to America, I'm going to take you to eat some country ham. Country ham is salt cured ham. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. And it's so good. What I really like to eat was back when I did eat sweets, I'd like some pancakes with a side of country ham, the sweet canceling out the salty. So good. Oh, let's see. Felicia, yes, I did get your email with pictures of drones. I don't think I can really use that one for my needs, but I really appreciate you offering. Christy, did you put your shoes in like a gym bag or something? Like if you went before work? But country ham has like a strong smell to it that some people would say is a bad smell. Last time I exercised, well, I considered this exercise, just walking. You know, I understand I may need to up my exercise level, but I've just been walking. If I carry weights, it's better. Well, that would be hard. What I should do is just put on all my Mardi Gras beads and then go for a walk. Thoughts on the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy? I've not heard of that. Chrissy's tennis shoes would not be in this car. She doesn't drive this car. She has her own car. Some people think Chuck E. Cheese reuses old beads. It's possible. I've worked in a restaurant where we recycled food. We would literally take food. They'd literally take the food that was on someone's table and serve it to someone else. The Dillard House in Dillard, Georgia. Kelly girl, that's about right. I freaking hate Pizza Hut. It's so greasy. And I normally like grease. I don't know if it's illegal or not, but the restaurant I work for did it. I look healthier? How so? I think I look disheveled. How many miles on my vehicle? Let's see. 31,723. What the heck is that? When was I diagnosed with diabetes? When was it? Thanks, Christy. That's helpful. Oh, hang on. I think it grabbed the Bluetooth. Let me. Turn off. I'm not lagging. I just check something. I can't drive. I drove a car with a manual transmission, and I wore the transmission out in a year. Apparently I was doing this thing called riding the clutch. Is someone making fun of me, Gail? I wouldn't be shocked if they were. You know, when people put out negativity, it rots their own self, it rots their own soul. The puppeteer basement dweller. The world's loneliest man in his basement talking to his disgusting puppets. Yeah, he's a piece of garbage. Yeah, if I would lived in a basement and friggin' talked to puppets made out of garbage, I wouldn't be happy with where my life had gone. Felicia Sexton, have you been to the new tiger exhibit at Knoxville Zoo? It's been a few years since I've been to the Knoxville Zoo. Marcia Singley, can you even see me? I can see you. Let's not talk about the puppet loser right now. Really, it's almost insulting calling it puppets. Dawn and Will not here? I haven't seen them. Hello, Marcia. Probably just made his life that I friggin' talked about him. No, Kelly, puppets can be cool. Puppets are cool, but not if you just, like, you know, make them out of garbage and just use them to support homophobia and nastiness and mocking transgendered women for their inability to have babies, and that's sad. Ever heard of Nomadic Fanatic? I have. I don't watch a lot of other vlogs on YouTube, but I know who he is. No, Gail, no shame. You're allowed to bring up anything you'd like here, as is anyone else. Going to Dragon Con. I'm not sure about Dragon Con this year. I don't have any plans right now. Want to go to Tombstone? I've been to Tombstone. It's pretty cool. What time of year is good to come to Gatlinburg? Really, anytime. I mean, it's the best weather and everything is in October, but that's when everyone comes, so it's going to be busy. Oh, Mr. Rogers' puppets aren't disturbing. Mr. Rogers is so kind. He may be the world's worst puppeteer, but it's still endearing. So you have the Punch and Judy's the children's puppet show about domestic violence. Yeah, they like beat on each other, don't they? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I don't understand what the deal with Old Red is. It's a restaurant, right? Is it supposed to be good? Punch beats Judy. Does Judy beat Punch back? I haven't seen Mr. Rogers' documentary yet, but I need to see it. It's on HBO, so I need to watch it. There's a couple movies on HBO I saw. I was like, oh, maybe I should check those out. Okay, so Old Red is owned by Blake Shelton. He previously sung a song about Old Red. I think the Meow Wolf in Colorado is opening next year. The one in Vegas is opening at the end of this year. And then, oh my gosh, where was the newest one? They're opening a Meow Wolf hotel, I think in Phoenix. And I think one in DC. On big time. Someone walking on the roof behind me? I didn't see that. No news on Ghost Town. Same old crud. It's a crazy Mexican restaurant in Denver. Are you talking about Casa Bonita? Do I visit Civil War battlefields? Not generally. You know, I like history, but military history can be a little dry. How much do I weigh? I'm not sure. I've been weighing myself on different scales, and they've been giving me different answers. Somewhere between 222 and 247. That's a huge swath. The history guy did it on the Pie-Saw bird. I don't know who the history guy is. Hard history wears a bow tie, loves cats. Have I vlogged in all 50 states? No, I'm missing some. I forgot which states. It's like North Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Connecticut, I think. Crazy action going on behind me. People on the roof. High Blast in Asheville twice, but they do not allow filming. How many ounces is this bottle? I'm not sure. Doesn't say. I don't know, I just keep it full, keep drinking it. You know, I can film in Wyoming, there's no law against that. Film on the Zoom. All right, guys. Well, I think I need to go home and out doing it's not a contest. I think I go home and eat some food, and appreciate you guys joining me here. What have we learned today? We had some good conversations. Georgia Guidestones. Just go to my video. Georgia Guidestones, the Carpetbagger. All right, thanks, guys. This one's in the bag.